So in a previous video on my Guga channel, I went to Uncle Roger's restaurant. We did a lot of things together in Malaysia, but even though I went to his restaurant to try the fried rice, which by the way was amazing, there was one other thing that stand out to me the most. But it wasn't only for me, it was also for my family. They loved this more than anything else. And ever since I came back from Malaysia, I've been thinking about it. So I tried to reach out to Uncle Roger for the recipe.
Uncle Guga, I know we're good friends, but Uncle Roger cannot give you my mayo pineapple chicken recipe. Hiya. Just invent your own food. I know you look like Costco guy, but you don't need to be like him and get famous off other people's food, okay?
But I decided I was gonna figure it out. I believe he's using chicken breast, so I went with it. Now you also don't want to cut it thin. A little bit thicker is better. You want nice chunks of meat. If not, it's gonna be too dry. And his pineapple mayo chicken was very juicy. Next, we gotta create a flour mix. And if you've never seen this container, I highly recommend. And you'll see why now. Because first, I added some cornstarch in it, followed by all-purpose flour, a little bit of salt and MSG, white pepper, black pepper, and mixed it really well. Now you want to go ahead and put this cover right on top, as then you can go ahead and drop the chicken. Now you cover it up with the other lid, and this allow you to twist it and shake the whole thing to get everything nicely coated without making a big mess. In the end, check it out. Your chicken is nicely coated with flour and ready to be deep fried. For that, I set my oil at 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Throw the whole thing in there and it's gonna deep fry nice and quickly. This step is that simple because everything else, it's all about the sauce. And I'm not quite sure about the recipe as you already know. However, this one I gave my best shot. And I did 3 different versions. Here's the first one. I thought maybe fresh pineapple is going to be amazing. So I went ahead and sliced the whole thing open and cut it in small chunks. Now for the mayo, I went with Hellmann's, maybe the most popular one. So into a bowl, I threw in some salt, followed by garlic, white pepper, the Hellmann's mayo, and to finish it off, a few pieces of pineapple. But after tasting the sauce, I knew something was not right. I wanted to try something else. But I started with crushed pineapple first, followed by some sesame seed oil, a little bit of salt and MSG, and of course the Hellmann's mayo. Mix that up real good, and this is my second sauce. Now for the very last one, I went completely different. Instead of using fresh pineapple, I'm using this. I think it's slightly sweeter and it might just work. And if you take a closer look at his, you can see that the pineapple is not that fresh. And instead of using Hellmann's mayo, I'm going with Japanese Kewpie mayo. And to put the sauce together, it's quite simple. First, a tiny bit of salt, followed by MSG, the pineapple water from the can, and to finish it off, some Kewpie mayo. Mix that up real good, and it's that simple. Because now that we have all of our sauces ready, I think one of the keys of this chicken is that you gotta put the sauces while it's still hot. Make sure to toss it because this is what happens. Since the chicken is nice and crispy, the mayo starts melting down, coating the entire chicken with it. And to finish it off, you always want to add some pineapple, followed by a tiny bit of sesame seeds, and of course some green onions. Now I'm hoping that one of these will be very similar if not identical to his. We're about to try that real shortly because I also wanted to give it a try of his favorite dish in the restaurant. Just listen.
What is that?
Uncle Roger's favorite.
Really?
My favorite side in my whole restaurant.
Okay, tell me
We
about
call
it.
this wok-hay white corn. But in white corn, so much sweeter than American yellow corn.
Yep, that was truly delicious. However, I didn't like what he said, and I wanted to try it with yellow corn instead of white. And also because yellow corn is always widely available. So I went ahead and chopped the whole thing as you saw it, and this is pretty straightforward. You just want to stir fry it on the wok. Make sure to get that nice smoky hay, which is the key. Right towards the end, once everything is almost done, throw in a tiny bit of butter. Toss it more, and finish it off with some sesame oil. As in the end, you want to throw it into a bowl, followed by salt, cotija cheese, and a little bit of cilantro. Mix everything well until it's fully seasoned, and the only thing left to do is to plate it up. However, there's a spicy sauce that we must make. For that, you just want to combine some Kewpie mayo with sriracha. Mix that up real good, and that's the sauce. Now you want to go ahead and spread that right on top of the corn, and it is ready to be enjoyed. So even though this corn looked fantastic, the most important thing is the chicken. And hopefully Uncle Roger is not going to get mad at me for trying to figure it out his recipe.
All right, everybody, and here we got our beautiful feast today. Gentlemen, what do you guys think, huh? We got pineapple mayo chicken from Uncle Roger.
I'm noticing a theme, Guga. I could tell that there's a lot of pineapple involved.
Uncle Roger's secret recipe, which he would not give me. So I say, you ain't not going to give it to me? That's fine. I'll figure it out myself because I tasted it. Now I'm trying to recreate it. I'm going to make it better. Well, at least that's my hope, you know? I want to know if it's good or if it's bad because this is his #1 selling dish over there. And my kids loved it and I liked it too. Please dig in right here. Let's go.
Oh, I smell the mayo on this
You
one.
smell the
I've never tried that combination, and honestly, in my head, it doesn't sound that good, but we're about to find out.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Nice and crispy.
Damn.
I like it. It has like that extra sweetness that comes in. It's good. I'm a fan of this.
I'll be honest with you, this is delicious, but it's not like his.
Really?
No.
And I was expecting, since you were saying already the pineapple, I was expecting a really strong pineapple flavor. But it's really not that strong. It's not too overpowering at all.
No.
It's very balanced.
It is good, and Guga, I have to say, that's probably the most unhealthiest chicken we've ever had. You deep fried it and then covered it in mayo.
Yeah, and pineapple.
Yeah.
Let's try this one here.
It's a very
Please.
nice flavor.
Dig in, let's see.
Smell the pineapple more on this one.
We'll find out. Second one. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Oh, this one's better. I like this one more.
That one's very good as well, I will say. You don't have the garlic anymore, but I don't mind it because the flavor of this one, it's more pineapple-y, it's more mayo-y, it's very nice. There's a little extra sweetness in there from something.
I like this one more, for sure.
With Uncle Roger, you don't really see the mayo. It's more like a glaze, you know? And I have a feeling I got it on this one, but before we try it, there's one other thing that he has there also. His special corn.
I mean, Guga, I saw the video and his special corn is not yellow like that.
No, it doesn't look like that at all. And you know, he has Japanese white corn. I don't have Japanese white corn. They don't have it here in Miami, but everyone has American yellow corn. I'm wondering if it's gonna taste good or not, because as you can see, there's a little bit of wok-hay in here. So let's dig in.
Okay. Let me get this charred piece.
Okay, well, be honest with me. Let me know how it tastes. Cheers.
Cheers.
That is delicious.
There's some spice coming from that.
A little bit of spicy mayo. I'm surprised how much difference it makes. The Japanese white corn is much sweeter. Also, it's much softer corn. This one, the outer crust of the kernels, you can feel it more. On his, every time I took a bite, it was just like dissolving, everybody. It's quite different.
Oh,
Doesn't matter, this is good enough.
But this is good.
Yeah, corn is such a simple ingredient. I love the use of the sauce and the like toppings that you put, like the cheese and stuff like that. So it tastes really good, even though it's a normal everyday ingredient that you've all tried.
I'm excited for this. I want to know if I made it or not. Please dig in, guys. Let's jump in. This one is going to be slightly different. I'm using some special ingredient. The glaze is kind of there. Uncle Roger, let me know in the comments down below what's your secret, bro. Please, we want to know. Share the love, man.
Let us know, bro.
Share the love, man.
Oh, this smells very pineapple-y.
It does, huh? Well, let's try it right now. Cheers.
Cheers. Ooh.
Oh, this is the one.
This one is really close. I'm going to go for a second one. Go ahead, dude. What do you think?
That one tastes very different than the other two. That one, you do get a glaze type of effect, like you're saying. It's almost like the sugars on it caramelized, so it's a little bit harder. It just tastes like fried chicken with a sauce.
I actually compared it like a sweet and sour chicken, but it has nothing to do with sweet and sour because it was sweet. This is not like his. It's similar.
Is it better?
Maybe. No. I'm not gonna say that it's better, but his was so good that my hotel was very far away. The next day, my kids asked to go back and have the chicken, and I wanted to replicate it. Obviously, he's not gonna give me the recipe, and that's fine. But shout out to Uncle Roger. Thanks for having me there in Malaysia. It was an incredible experience. I highly recommend you guys go check out the restaurant. It is a good fried rice, and if you love unagi, choose the unagi. But these are the results. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber, be sure to subscribe. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.